1. Hello and welcome back to Keldeo60 Plays Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Last time we beat up on the Apocrypha generator and learned the Monado art Cyclone, as well as went and got Fiora a new weapon out of the central factory, which took us 30 minutes to do. Other than that, let's head into the teleporter because, let's be honest, there's nothing else to do.
So, you worms have finally arrived.
Egil! Stop the Mechonis! There has to be a way for us to live in peace! There's no reason for us to fight! You must stop this now!
My reasons are clear, and truer than yours.
And truer than yours.
Look, it's Mechonis.
May the roar of the Mechonis be the wrath of my people.
Right into the upper arm. Again.
How many?
Huh?
How many do you think died in that attack? Hundreds? Maybe thousands?
Egil! You'll regret this!
Brother, stop this. You'll destroy the Mechonis. Let us put an end to our torment.
It ends when I say it ends. I will end
It
our
ends when I...
by destroying the world.
You must realize that is not Lady Maynard's wish. That's why she left us her legacy, our whole world.
Pure nonsense. That thing lurking within the Homs girl is no longer our god. This world no longer has a need for
Ooh.
Egil! Stop this!
face me Shulk, successor of Xanza. I'll crush the Mechonis and spread its ashes across the world. Then I'll turn the Monado into dust. Only then will there be peace.
Okay, so this is going to be my battle party for this. Mechonis Core. Well, as I said, most things open up after this, so we must fight the still level 72 Jarl the Bowoff. Says there's no need for gods is literally the name of a style of god. I'm not moving. I am going to run armor. Oh, when did our HP become halved? I'm gonna try and move over to the right more. Energy replenish. Oh, no you don't. Oh, he has a art. I didn't realize that was an art type. Oh, and there's enemies. Infinite damage. 120 seconds.
The Mechonis is in danger. I have to destroy the Fiora! Don't let it get to you!
Oh.
Let's focus our efforts. Not good enough. Everyone, let's go! We can definitely do this.
Oh, where's Melia? Where's Melia? Heal, heal, heal. There we go. Remote canyon. Choice is Monado's armor. There we go. Continual model. Okay. Okay. I'll start dealing more damage to him. Get his attention on me and me alone. Exterminator drone, sliding sword 6. Which will kill if hits. My god. Oh shoot. I can't move. I'll take the sliding sword. Screw it. I can take the damage. No! How ever in the world I pulled that off will never be known. But I pulled it off in like the fastest time possible. And now it's your oh god. Put that down. I'm gonna reactivate armor because screw you. And unfortunately I still don't have shield at 10. I only had shield at 9. Man, I didn't even use speed once.
Incredible.
Shulk! Don't do it!
He at least took the head off.
How could this happen?
Do it. Kill him.
Ah,
Kill him.
That voice. Who is that?
who is that voice?
Strike him down.
I will. I'll kill him. 1,000 times.
Yes, finish him. End it. It is what you want.
Yes, I want to. I'll kill him. For Fiora. For the Emperor. For my home.
You must find your Monado.
You're Monado.
Are you feeling hungry, eh? Chew on this, scrap for brains. Kill a Homs to beat us.
Egil once wished only to break the circle of suffering.
Until I've
He
scrapped
believed
each
that
and
blood
every one of you! Maynard, the villagers,
A new
everyone
world
loves
will
you.
be born.
That is why they wish to live alongside
End
you.
it. The way
It's
it is
all
what
so
you
clear.
want.
To Maynard and to me.
No! This isn't what I want!
Shulk! No! Brother!
Ah, I think you're whining for no reason.
Why didn't you do it? Killing me would have saved your world.
I've forgotten all about that.
Forgotten
About what?
I I realized that we both share the same pain. Egil, I don't have any reason to kill you.
Even if you do not, I still do.
I know. But I won't do it.
If you do not kill me now, my blade will annihilate every last one of your people. Even then.
I can't kill you, but I can stop your blade. And I'll do it. Over and over again until we understand each other. Okay?
Stop the blade every single time.
The Monado well. But do you honestly believe you are its master?
Fully believe you are its master. Interesting.
Mechonis and Bionis once lived in harmony. They coexisted in peace, without hatred or strife.
Egil, why do you think we were born?
Ah, philosophy. Alas, I'm not very good at answering such questions.
Have you never thought about it? Never contemplated what lies beyond this world?
Beyond this world?
What lies beyond this world?
Once said that aside from the Bionis and the Mechonis, this world is filled with nothing but boundless ocean.
But what lies beyond that? We are still young and unable to leave the Bionis or the Mechonis. Say goodbye to our creators, our world. But one day our descendants will. They will leave this place and depart for new worlds. Worlds we have never imagined. By strength of their will alone.
Leave this place? That is something I have never considered. However, it would be a truly amazing sight.
Egil, I wish to see that the people of Bionis and the people of Mechonis live in peace and harmony and take care of one another.
Ah,
I wish
but
this
that's Zanza?
future of our descendants.
Yes, I too desire this.
Argilas.
Everybody shared the belief that the prosperity of our two worlds would continue for all eternity. It would have done, were it not for the Monado. The Monado refused to permit the existence of the Mechonis. Or rather, the existence of
Anything but itself.
And one day, it took control of my friend Arglus, and he became Zanza. It was Arglus possessed by Zanza, who directed his sword at Mechonis.
Ooh.
I don't understand. Does being controlled by the Monado mean you will eventually become Zanza?
The Monado is Zanza. Zanza is the Monado. The two
Is it
are
really
one and the
true?
same. In order to perpetuate the existence of his soul, Zanza inhabits beings of Bionis. But you appear to be
Be
different.
different.
What do you mean?
I can see it. How well you retained a sense of self.
Gained a sense of self.
Break the curse of Zanza. And was that not precisely our wish, Lady Mayneth?
I don't know
Hey.
much about any curse. For now,
For now.
all I can do is this, Egil. We can live in peace again.
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 See. Yes, you're right.
Oh. I recognize that, and that's not good.
No!
shot through the heart. That's some pretty heavy armor for that bolt to go through. Dixon.
You shouldn't have done that, little brat.
Shouldn't have done what? Man. It's just chapter after chapter. Holy crap. Oh. Egil picked him up and saved him. What?
Are you completely out of your mind?
Don't you kids ever shut up? I'm
Kids
just
ever
doing my
shut up.
job, as always. Right?
Who are you?
It's you.
Oh. Who?
Yes. Now you remember. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Egil? Too long. Huh?
Zanza's disciple.
Sansa's disciple.
Egil, what do you mean? Dixon, what are you?
I don't have to explain anything. As they say, seeing is believing. Now, witness it with your own eyes.
Shulk, why do you have no pupils anymore?
Moment of Lord Zanza's return.
Shulk! Get away from him! No! Ah!
Get away from him. No.
I won't let you do this!
What just happened? Whoa. You just got... It looked like an insect shedding its... or snake shedding its skin.
Do not be surprised. Everything in this world is dictated by the passage of fate.
Man, he looks like Goro Akechi in the face.
Is interconnected. Time can flow only towards the inevitable. That is the vision of which I, the Monado, am the origin.
You are not the Monado,
That
though.
which will be, will be. This was all predestined. Ever since I came to reside within Shulk.
What do you mean? Zanza grew tired from our battle. And then the High Entia ancestors trapped him.
High Entia ancestors trapped him. His flesh was sealed away on Prison Island.
And hence the Monado was confined to
To
Ose
Use Tower.
Those ruins. But what does this have to do with Shulk?
Did you forget? Who discovered those ruins?
He discovered it and found those ruins. Oh.
Who happened to be there? Who was the survivor we found? And who brought back that survivor?
What are you saying? You planned all this when you found Shulk?
Jackpot. It was all for this day. In fact, there was never anyone called Shulk to begin with.
What?
What?
My soul existed inside the Monado. It was fated that I be released. It was shown to me in a vision. At last the time finally came, and then...
The people who found the Monado and freed it awoke Sansa. He sucked the lives from them, so he could live. Shulk was among them.
Shulk was already dead! That's impossible! We grew up together! You grew up with an empty shell. He appeared to live because I became his life force. That is until he had matured as my new vessel and become worthy of wielding the Monado, allowing me to truly awaken and finally return.
Lord Zanza is the soul of the Bionis, but he still needs a living body. Just like Meyneth over there. Ha. Call that corpse a friend? Don't make me laugh.
But why use Shulk? What was it that made you select Shulk as your vessel?
There was no particular reason. Shulk merely happened to be there at the time.
There you have it. Anybody would have done. As long as they could swing a sword around, at least.
So then, Shulk's ability to use the Monado.
And those visions that he used to save us.
All
Hey.
because of Lord Zanza. Lord Zanza can see the passage of fate. He simply led you to the inevitable. The destruction of Colony 9. The death of that pompous old high-entier fool. And that grunt Gaddo's miserable demise. All of it.
You evil...
Yeah! There's more. We haven't even got to the best part.
What are you gonna do, Dixon?
Don't you get it? You're just in the way. The lot of you. This world was created by Lord Zanza. By the very Bionis itself. Then you think you can just spring up all over the place.
All life that is born from me must be returned to me eventually to complete the cycle. For me to continue my existence as before, then all must be restored to its former order.
In other words, the destruction and recreation of the world. Nothing more to it.
First, we must eliminate my greatest obstacle. You, Mechonis. The Mechonis!
I don't know.
The Bionis!
Bionis is moving. Dang.
Bionis moves!
I've been waiting. Waiting for this day. Zanza!
Brother! Stop! You're too weak!
I don't care. I will gladly sacrifice myself to eliminate Xander. As long as he lives, there can be no peace for us, or for the people of Bionis.
Ha! Then you shall cease to exist. By the wrath of my blade!
It's
Oh God.
the Monado.
I see her chopped in half Bionis.
You the meaning of wrath.
What?
It's finished!
Oh. Kana's sword is destroyed. And the head cleaved right off the Mechonis.
Why? Egil and Shulk could put their differences aside! Meaningless sentiment.
Zanza! Right, now! Yeah!
How could you do this?
Oh.
It is from me that all life is born. It lives only for me. And it shall be returned.
Yep. It's like Fiora is now flying.
So you have finally unleashed your Monado.
Your Monado.
Me thinking
What?
you would die with dignity.
I finally understand. The futures of our children belong to them alone. Though we are their creators, their lives are theirs to control. Even if the passage of fate is as you have decided, I will teach you the strength of their will to resist.
Ah,
Zanza, if you
a new
choose to
Monado,
deny
which
their
are
existence,
somehow the war
every
swords.
living being but yourself, then I choose to fight. To fight for them.
That's right. We won't let you erase everyone's futures.
Oh, Fiora's talking at the same time as Mechonis now.
Battle is mine, Mechonis.
Good questions. I'm gonna do that, and then... Oh wait, why did I swap which order I had?
You're mine. Hold.
Is that all you've got? Ha! Is that all you've got? Is that all? Take this!
Sword drones. Break.
Pathetic excuse for a god.
Ether drain. Monado shield. Hang on, why did he use Monado shield? That actively defies all logic of what blade he's using. Okay, regen, regen. Ether. And then... Man, it didn't even force topple. And this fight is weird. I haven't died yet. Oh. Nope. Down.
Something wrong. Is this the height of your skill? You call yourself a god. And you talk of sharing this world with me.
Yeah.
So that's why. The dead boy is important to you. The Homs are nothing but bacteria, clinging to my body.
They are living beings.
Bacteria.
If you cannot understand this, you have no right to call yourself a god.
And who decides that? A god? Because only a god may decide. This world only needs one god, Maynard. May you rot in that shell for all eternity.
Ooh. Yora took a hit.
Face me like a god. If not, then say goodbye to your putrid friends!
Oh. May have took a direct hit outside of Fiora's body.
This world belongs to you all. Create a world with no need for gods.
No need for gods. Hopefully I didn't just lose my lightning attack and double attack gems. But I most likely did.
This is the passage of fate.
I don't like this.
Zanza, disappear.
He's gone. And things ain't looking good for us.
Yeah, he that thing's just kind of staring us down. He's at Prison Island.
The
There seems to be a metal platform. Oh, wait, that's right, where, it was. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh no. That doesn't look pretty. Green light at the top of the head of the Bionis. That's not good.
Vanea. I'm sorry. I was.
I understand. I always knew it might come to this.
Go, Vanea.
Go Vanea. Oh.
While there is still time remaining. All hope is not lost.
No! You must come with me.
I too.
I have something that I must do. That is never a good line in any game. Any piece of media, there is something that I must do. That's a final word sort of thing.
I understand your feelings. Leave it to us.
Okay, Melia.
We know what we must do. We will do all we can for the people of Mechonis.
Okay.
Shulk can still be saved.
Hmm.
Do not let the last glimmer of
Shulk can still be saved.
extinguished.
Negil. Go in peace.
Let's go. We're leaving the Mechonis. Ryan, take care of Shulk.
Got it.
Oh god.
You okay? Yes.
Something tells me she's not. The fact that I went to the hoarder thing.
The whole place is gonna blow. We must return to Junks via the central.
Let's go.
Central factory via junk. And junks by central factory.
Sansa to the very end.
He will fight Sansa to the very end.
Once he
Once he's gone, he will be the last one. We'll be the last ones. Although his mech is split into two. Hang on. I know that's the typical party. Nope. Nope. Oh, that's not good. Let me change equipment. No, the war blades are back. Apparently. Yeah, there's my lightning attack up, and there's my double attack. I noticed something though. All the gems I had on Shulk are missing. All the Shulk gems are missing. I don't have any of my attack up 6s. Well, I mean, I have. No, I don't. Huh. Oh, please tell me he didn't just steal everything. Strength up 4. There's a revival 6. There's revival 6. Man, I didn't have her 6 on. My second 6 on. Nope. I have to assume it might come back when they come back. Apparently Shulk isn't dead though, but how can he be so sure of that? Can I warp? Nope. Gotta run. Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alvis? Maybe when we got here, he went back to the location of the junks. get some love in for Melia, since playing with Melia is actually always a fun. I like playing with Melia more than any of the other potential party members. On top, so I prefer playing Shulk more, mainly due to the fact that he's main character, and I do like the Monado as a weapon, just not as a story device. But this will be a slightly longer part than normal because of I want to get to the next chapter point before I end this part off. Or at least make it back to right before Junks. Just note, if you need to grab anything out of this area, do it now. Because with Mechonis Core destroyed, when Mechonis Core goes down, and what will be Aegil's final attack, game over. Game over for the Mechonis, and game over for anything else. Here, so, if you need something from the Mechonis, do it now. So like the black styrenes, which I have enough of. Because it will come down after this. No, I'll extend the part so that we can just get to the next chapter scene. Increase the time frame here. Yep, looks like it's all over. Yep, I know, even though I wasn't there. Thank you for helping my son. Shall we go back to the village? Village? Which village? Are we going to are we going back to Fallen Arm? I don't think Fallen Arm's a safe idea.
Stubborn mortals, so desperate to cling to your pathetic lives.
Cling to your desperate lives. Ah, the arm got hit again.
Don't you ever give up!
Oh, the arm got cut off again.
Never. But hear this, Zanza. They will judge me not in life, but death.
Ooh. You'll judge me in not in life but in death. That is always the true, isn't it? Backslash on the front. Ew.
For both our worlds, you must succeed. Lady.
Well, bye, Aegil. And that's the end of the Mechonis. Right there. Unless for some reason, for reasons I don't know, there is a way to get back there, but I'm pretty sure I doubt it.
The Mechonis!
Nope, the Mechonis is definitely no more. That cloud. Look at all those Telephia. My god. Where did all those things come from? And there's different varieties now. One's right by the oh. Dixon!
Listen, it's over. Time for you all to return. return to the Bionis. Nice and quietly.
That's enough!
Oh, I lost all my agility ups. Ooh, I just realized that a lot.
Shulk looked up to you, respected you.
Dixon! Don't let Zanza control you!
Wake up.
You can quit your belly aching. I'm in total control. I've always been like this. Ever since long before any of you lot were born.
Oh.
Before we were born.
Now you get it. It's just like Egil said. I'm Lord Zanza's disciple. Dixon of the Trinity!
Ooh. Of the Trinity. Sereni Telefia, I'm gonna build my talent gauge up as Melia due to the fact that, the Telefia is obviously a... I will need Mind Blast for the Telefia. Now I can run a full blast. Summon these two ones again. Now I'm going to run another topple read. Oh. Oh god. I'm gonna waste health. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't run anything. And I can't move. Oh. Cutscene intervened again, thankfully.
Not so tough without Shulk, eh? Stupid beast.
Stupid beast.
You should be grateful. Not everyone has a war buddy like me to lead them along. Tasted good, didn't they? The victory drinks we used to share.
I'll kill you!
Ah.
What? Who was that?
Who fired at him?
Melia, are you all right?
Oh, look, there's all Harriers.
Callian! Dixon! He works for the Bionis! He shot Shulk in the back! Is this true? Dixon?
Oh.
This ends here. Your Telethia are no match for our Havres squadron.
Havres
Cannot
Squadron.
win.
Maybe you should be concentrating on your own people instead of barking at me. Looks like you've forgotten your destiny. Right? Lorethia?
Norafia.
Dorothea! Are you involved in this as well?
Your Highness, your naivety is quite charming, but it is also your undoing.
Oh god.
I had much fun playing with you and your father.
What? What is this light?
What is that light?
Particles emitted so that the Bionis can be destroyed and reborn. What do you get if you cross high concentrations of ether with high entia?
No, you wouldn't. Lorethia!
Awaken, my darling pets!
Oh. She's evil. Definitely evil. That's the nice way of putting it. Oh god.
They are.
Hey. Oh, the squadron's turned into Telethia. With the...
Lorethia! Let him go! You misunderstand, child. This is the reason why high entia are born. Do not blame poor old me.
Explain yourself!
It's just like she says. The High Entia are a race created by Lord Zanza to eliminate any annoying life forms in the preparation for the
Rebirth of the
Bionis.
Bionis.
Their
Ooh.
bodies contain a gene that, when the time comes, transforms them into Telethia.
It can't
So
be.
every Telethia we've killed was once a High Entia.
That is why you are our only hope.
Brother?
Whatever. We won't be needing a half-breed like you anyway.
Half-breed.
If you don't turn into a Telethia, it just means you're gonna get crushed by one. That's the only thing you're good for. Rise up.
Oh god, that face on Melia is priceless. Oh no.
Just hold on.
Attacks.
I'll find a way to save you.
Melia! So sorry. I always placed such a...
Heavy burden on you. Oh god. We don't need a sob story now.
But at least I can still shoulder the destiny of our people. The burden meant for you.
Brings a tear to my eye.
These moments are to be treasured.
What is he doing? Oh god.
Melia, Father's wish and the future of the High Entia are in your hands. Yours and Shulk's.
Telethia! Destroy him!
Oh. Destroy him. Oh god.
Dixon!
I got it.
Too late!
Damn him!
Man. Did he just cause a self-implosion? Or something's not adding up right. No. Anyways, that's it for this part. As I said, a little longer than intended, mainly due to the fact that literally I knew right after we got to chapter 16 in that area, all we were getting were cutscenes. So, other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. Wednesday, stay tuned to see what happens in the aftermath of chapter 16. Thank you for watching.